Hello, 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 everyone. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Waka, waka, hello. A big day today. Waka, waka. I think Waka Waka's got the right idea. Went mushroom picking. Got me some good, what is it, boletes? But no porcini. So there you go. See, we should all, you know what? Let's just all take the day off. And probably tomorrow, too. Let the Fed hike their 75 basis points. Let's just all go mushroom picking. That sounds like the plan. Good morning, George. Morning, Patrick. Good morning, Davy. Good morning, Ken. Good morning, Gary. Good morning, Ted. Romper, stomper, bomper, boo. So, good morning, Connor. So, let's see. What do we have up here now? I have some more information up here. I'm sure everybody's seen it already, but just want to reiterate in case we have people living in a cave. Get you out, no stress. Also, fresh air. Well, see? It's a win-win, and you get the mushrooms. Good morning. What are you going to make with those mushrooms, though? That's what I want to know. What are those mushrooms going into? And by the way, for anybody thinking we're talking the other shrooms, no, we are talking healthy. Well, we're talking good non-psychedelic mushrooms. All right? So get your head out of the gutter. By the way, in the gutter, Germany PPI numbers. Got them up here. Look at this. Oh, boy. Year over year, 45.8%. That was a miss. Month over month, 7.9%. Woo! Wow. We got a double top in the markets, too, that's already triggered and completed. Just wanted to point that out. Red Book came in 10.5 versus 11.4, and that's non-inflation adjusted, so that is bad. Got some ECB speakies up there. And I will say speaky because Bob hates when I say speaky. By the way, also, Sweden Central Bank went by a full 100 basis points hike. So and plus you got another article out by Timoros in the Wall Street Journal today. The 75 is completely baked in. Anybody who doesn't get that by now, it doesn't matter. So that we know. The 75, and they can't, nobody's doing less. I mean, we're not doing 50. So, and we're not doing 100. All right, everything's going to be off the press conference tomorrow. Everything. I said good morning to Sterling, didn't I? Soup sauce for steak, most likely. That sounds good. Good morning, Anissa. Good morning from Portugal. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Psychedelics are mentally healthy. We're not going to start that conversation on this live stream. No, this is a live stream about the markets, not about mushrooms. Running a little late because trying to see if we needed to file missing persons report, but found out they are in custody. Good news. Well, okay. Thank you I'm glad everything turned out well, Sterling. It's because we don't know. It's because drugs are illegal. We don't know what doses it takes, so people OD. And you know my stance on being a libertarian, but again, for another day. That's about it. Everything's going to key off tomorrow for the rate hikes. Other stuff in the news here, we have to call this up because if you're a look, save energy by showering together, Swiss told. Maybe we should all just move to Switzerland. It's going to get interesting. That double top broke below some key levels. I was watching that little percent B buy is essentially stopped out for the rest for break even. Mixed this morning. Energy up a little. Mega caps back a little. Financials definitely pulling back. Gonna watch to see if we can get any of the ground recovered on the open. 82% for the 75. That 75 is baked in, but it's gonna all be out forward guidance from the Fed. That's what it's off of tomorrow. So the press conference is more important. which we already know, but that's pretty much guaranteed. Still in negative gamma territory. What does that mean? Oversized potential moves to the upside and downside. No earnings, just have it up for the point of completion. You got Stitch Fix out this afternoon for anybody following that for some reason. Earlier, we had the double top trigger. Here were the targets, which could have been used for an early exit from the percent B. I would not early exit the double bottom because it's already on a stop raise, but the percent B could be an early exit, especially on the trigger of that full completion. And then here are the levels to reiterate that I was watching from yesterday. This support zone can't get into anything bullish today, and that would only be super short term. That's separate from the double up until above 39.06, 39.07 area. That's this little spike high. The stop level officially, if you're following conservative rules, would be 38.80 on a closing basis, and that would, you could do it off a 1 hour or even a 15-minute close at this point. Or if it's a spike below 38.68 would take it out also. Other than that, you see the first target and that double top hit. So we'll get into slightly more bearish mode into this clear path to the south of 38.76. It goes back into a clear path above that 39.07 in this range. There is some decent support, so it's pretty much, unless you're trading micro levels, not going to be looking at much in there. Again, moving up towards that rotation zone, rotating down. Everything's going to be to resolve tomorrow. Not much of a bounce, especially with that news coming out. Also, Ford, yesterday, if you saw after our live stream, warned of supply chain shortages, and that's going to hit them on their Q3. So that's pretty funny, Coco. Where are we? Yeah, when's the Fed news out? It's tomorrow. It's 1 Central Time, 2 Eastern Time. I know you're in Europe, but you can do the conversion. Since we always talk in Central Time here, it's 1, and then the press conference is at 1:30 Central Time. Those are the number. That's the key thing tomorrow. We might as well just put it up there now. Again, these are days, unless you're doing very short term or very long term positioning yourself, I do not agree we're at anywhere near the end of a bear market. It would fly in the face of all probabilities. Now, could it happen? Yes. Would we get a new entry signal? Yes. Are we trying to buy the low? No. That's a fool's game. Tomorrow, just so you can see it here, there's all your stuff. And then the big thing is the press conference. And remember, that goes on for a bit so you can get some whipsaw price action. Was reading Unipers about wonder if they will leave the virtual signaling and so they've already essentially been nationalized. Let's see. Where do we? All right, roughly 7 p.m. UK time. So if you're going mushroom picking again, you're back home. Hello, Lauren. I miss real estate. Your house doesn't appreciate, then gap down overnight. Where would we gap down now? I mean, unless you're talking the spiders and the Qs. That's why I like the futures more. But we could end up in a nice little choppy day. NASDAQ, just recapping some stuff also. Double top reversal patterns. Second target virtually hit, and then the reversal pattern. Coming back below my key levels. Won't get into the Percent B is, again, over for this one, too. Double is not over. Second target hit on this. So right now, from my perspective, this is when you raise the stop again. The double is over, at least in the NASDAQ. But if you're going to even buy more conservative targets, you're going by 11,896. We'll leave them on. Can't get bullish until above 11, about 988. Can't get overly bearish until below 11,878. Watching for more of a choppier day. Same thing with the Dow. We'll put up the double. Final stop target would be on a close below 30,840, which is also then I can get into more bearish on the Dow into a clear path move to the downside. There was your double top. That already played out. Russell, for the Dow, can't get bullish until above 31,050. Russell, which we did not have a double bottom because of this extra hitch in there. We had a double top, which is already played out. But my key level for watching on the Russell is a break below 1,800 at this point. Bullish mode would be above 1,813. DAX, little snapback into the rotation zone and rotation back down. So going to be watching for that retest of 12,602 and a break below that 12,471, 12,348. Reversal off of those. Not good PPI notes. Again, this is market's going to be trading. From my perspective, this is a pretty big deal. These notes are just getting slammed. Slammed. Next target, 113.24.5. We're at 113.28. So that's the next minor target. I want to see also, we'll couldn't just pull this off for a second. We'll put that back on after we get a more substantial reversal pattern, as long as it's still in play. But here, my next target is 113.08. So if you're playing along at home with the yield curve. Oh, well, let's just peek in at the 10-2s. Oh, little support, but this will probably roll again tomorrow. Everything is inverted. Here you go. 3.62 is the next target on that, and it's 3.573 for the 10 years now. So, wow. That is just running like a freight train. Would not stand in front of the way of notes at all right now. Dollar index still holding the rotation zone, still expecting this 103.39. Targets to 110.78. So it's holding the rotation zone really nice. The only thing that would shift it is a daily close back below 109. VIX gapping up. The only thing that gets me into slight choppy bullish is if we start filling the gap. Other than that, again, this is a day, if you don't have much going on, I wouldn't force anything, even force anything tomorrow morning. Crude, yes, the double potential is still in play. There's not much I'm watching for unless intraday break above 86.20. I should just take the day off. Natty gas, remember, double top confirmed, not yet triggered. Euro heading back down. My target is back to 99.20 in the short term. Bitcoin heading back down. Target on the short term again after that bounce, and the rollovers back to 18.5, then 17.567. I forgot to look at the yen. Still holding that daily rotation zone nicely, so I'm watching for this double to turn into a triple, a 144.57 to 144.60 area. Tesla, we still have the China numbers are looking ugly on Tesla, but Tesla doesn't matter since it is a friggin' cult. Watching if it does try to first the gap fill and then a return to the 313. The only thing that would take me back to short term, remember that double turned into a triple without triggering, is a move back below about 292.50. Let's get to spiders and the Qs for everybody. Spiders. Remember, spiders hitting the first and second targets. Here's your key stop level. Your key stop level is 3 on the very conservative one is 348.52. We're trading 384.52, not 348. 384.52 right now, between 385.32 to 384. That's where I'll be watching for any potential support. You break below, interesting enough, 384.52, you're back into this little mini clear path move. So that's where, just like as I said, in the S&P and everything, that will be more aggressively to the short side. Otherwise in here, there's not much going on from my perspective, because this is a potential support reversal zone. Can't, on the spiders, get into bullish mode until above 386, about 15. So this is no man's lands for me. So after the first and second targets hit, gap down, but if you're following the conservative rules, still the final stop's not hit. If you could have been easily using a more aggressive stop on that. The Qs gapping below after only hitting the first target. Where's the stop level on that? Stop level on that is 287.72. Key support 288.42 is trading above that pre-market. Can't get into bullish mode until above 289.11. So between 287.72 and 289.11 is no man's land for me. My bearish mode would be actually below 287.60, slightly below there. Actually, I'm going to revise that down, 287.45 into that single candle. Where do we... good morning, Cotter. Can't do anything about the futures when your trading platform closes at 4 p.m., but it should reopen at 5. What time frame are you in? It reopens at 5 if you're trading a futures platform, because you're trading the Globex. You should be able, if you're trading futures with any standard broker, you can trade the futures all night. All night. Yeah, it closes from 4 p.m. Central to 5 p.m., but then it's back open. Let's see what else we have. Mike, have you considered making videos on trade scripting? I don't have enough time to do everything I have on my plate now. I would like to, but I don't have enough time unless I stop doing everything else to... And the bear, not a chance. We don't have, you know what? And we'll get, the only thing you got to worry about, let me touch on something longer term. The only thing you got to, look, long term, it's in sell mode. Unless you're trying to catch a bottom here, why? If this gets back into full-blown bull mode, let's just go down the Coco Tom path. Or Tom, they're going to pause. We're going to start getting rate cuts, whatever. They're going to cancel quantitative tightening, go back to QE. Let's just go to that fantasy land. Will we get a buy signal? Yes. Will we have called the bottom? No. You don't need to worry about calling the bottom. I'll give you an example. Why would I put my long-term risk on here trying to say every day, why we are in long-term sell mode, we're in medium-term sell mode. The only thing we've had from the bullish side is some short-term plays besides a little hitch play here. And we had a bullish run up here, which you can trade. Do we have any longer-term patterns or medium-term patterns that say buy? Look, if we got a close back above 42.24, we would be in that would be a very key signal. Why would that be a key signal? Because, first off, that's coming back below. Which one is it? What happened to my lines? They moved. Ugh. I am so tired of my lines moving. Now I got to redo my lines. Oh. First signal, 42.59. Now let me do my major signal. Major signal, 43.69. Okay? I'm not going to put up a ton of risk. Yeah, I might miss this move. But if we went to quantitative easing and they started cutting rates, we would go to all-time highs. Am I worried about losing this move when I can capture a major high probability move? No, I'm not. Why am I not worried about missing this little move? Because I don't have probabilities in my friggin' favor. So why am I going to worry about trying to buy a micro bottom when, hey, probabilities shift at this level? It's a fool's game. That's what I'm talking about. Unless you're worried about capturing a little, this is not a huge move to miss out on. If this thing was going to skyrocket to brand new highs, you might as well put the probabilities in your favor. That's what I don't get. Trying to bottom pick is a fool's game. Just like trying to top tick a market is a fool's game. You're better to trail out. No, you're not going to sell this little tick. This is what so people do not get. And anybody who's trying to do that is not really a smart trader or investor and not really doing it in a sane level. They might just be putting out a stupid live stream. Yes, there was a double top pattern. Did this double top pattern predict this major sell-off? No, it predicted this minor sell-off. Just as there's a little bottoming pattern that predicted a run, but it didn't predict new highs. So stop being a frigging moron and worrying about trying to... Why would I stand here every day saying, I'm going to buy the low? It's bull mode only. I'm going to buy the low. You're going to have plenty of warning signals if something does change. No, you're not going to buy the low, but saying you're buying the low based off, even if we got like a little mini double, daily double, or weekly double down here, is it going to say it's to all-time highs? No, it's going to be for a play. Could there be a continuation play? Could it eventually close back above the key level? Yes, and then you've got your probabilities in your favor. What's the time frame for Tesla 213 to 292 to? That 292 is valid. You know, just watch this for the next couple days. Other than that, I gotta stay in short-term silly bull mode because it's getting juiced. Yeah, George, you got to be on a broker. Futures trade 23 hours a day. I don't know a true futures broker that does not allow you to trade. You know, you're going to be trading the minis or the micros 23 hours a day. You're trading the Globex. You're trading the electronic market. Can you review Bitcoin? I don't have much else to talk about with Bitcoin other than I'm in bearish mode. There's no bullish signals here. Any pop is still a sell rollover play. Retesting these key lows, 18,500. Then break below those lows. I'm targeting 17,550 area. Longer term with the market unwinding, my longer term is 11,000. My medium term is 16,545, 15,573. Okay. The only thing that would take me a more shorter term bullish would be a move above about 20,350. Hey, Andrea, welcome. See you, George. Hey, Kalani, you want my coffee? Okay, see, ES will hit 4,400 next week. I don't know what shrooms you're taking. Look at your big picture and ignore the noise. Big picture, see direction, small time frame to trade. Gotta go. You're welcome. You are welcome. All right, everybody. We're at the open. I went into it slightly. Let me just peek at the open. Sorry about that. Again, my area to really watch is into this clear path to the trade down levels. With that, I shall talk to everyone after the close. Not expecting disaster day to day. It's looking like it's going to trade below and take out the remaining double. You are welcome, Eric. Talk to everyone later. Bye for now.